Hello, my chariots. Welcome back to another Chariot Soul message. As you know, this is my collective reading, my weekly collective reading that I do outside of pick a card readings. So if you're looking for a pick a card reading, this is not it. You can go to my channel and see all the pick a card reading videos that I've uploaded, or you can be on the lookout for the next one that will be coming out shortly. All right. This is a reading for the collective where I draw cards and speak to whatever message is coming through, and whoever resonates with that message, we make that connection. All right. So before we get started, let's take that moment uh, to just gather ourselves and put our minds in the right place. All right. So my chariots, if you can take in a deep breath for me at this time. And I just want you to be still for a moment and go within. I'm looking for my intuition to connect with yours so that I can bring you the messages that you need to hear most at this time. So I want you to say to yourself in your mind, I am connected to my higher inner power, and I trust the guidance that my third eye gives to me. All right. So before I get into tarot, I'm going to take my little homemade purple deck here and let's pull a few cards from this deck and see what it is what messages need to come through today. Ooh, and that one, balance. Interesting. That one just flew out on its own. Let's take 4 of these. Mm, 8. All right. Okie dokie. Let's see. So we have balance. Ooh, new start. Balance. A new start. Surrender. Ooh, and mask. All right. So that seems pretty clear what's coming through today. You know, someone is needing a fresh new start. They're acquiring a new start. I feel like whoever I'm connecting with, you know, you're surrendering. You're surrendering to something that I feel that perhaps you've, you know, buried your head in the sand about, you know, you weren't ready. You weren't ready. And finally, um, look, we're taking the mask off. Okay. You know, I feel like whoever I'm connecting with realizes that they haven't been in balance. You know, they're searching for that alignment. Um, and someone's finally willing, you know, they're willing to let go, right? And start anew. So this could be someone that's been holding on to something for a long time. So for some of you out there, obviously you watch my channel when it comes to love and relationships. It's possible that you've been holding on to someone, really hoping and praying that this would work out, and you're finally realizing that, you know, it's not, all right, something that you realized or something that you thought doesn't give you that feeling, all right, of being in balance. If anything, maybe it's left you feeling out of control, that you've lost control of your boundaries. So let's dive in here. Let's take a look at tarot and see what else comes through in regards to the situation. So we have the Ten of Pentacles. And we have the Tower. And we have the Chariot. The Emperor. And the Three of Cups. The Knight of Wands. The Nine of Cups. The Four of Wands. Wow. The High Priestess. Oh, and the Star. How beautiful. Wow. This is a beautiful reading. I can feel it. I feel the energy. Let me grab, what do I want? Let's grab from, let's take from the Kipper. One from the Kipper. Privileged lady. Interesting. Very interesting. And I'm going to get one more. I'm going to go with Within Fire. Wow, worth the wait. The bottom of the deck, alone time. So, what am I feeling here? I mean, what is coming through? I feel strongly I am connecting with someone, right, that is going through and reevaluating their feelings for a particular divine masculine. Okay, when it comes to this connection, what I'm feeling is whoever I'm connecting with, they definitely feel and believe that you believe that you're in a twin flame connection, okay? But I feel what is very hard, what's been very difficult for you, is coming to the terms that you feel like your divine masculine, this emperor here, has let you down, okay? They have let you down. They didn't come through in a way that you thought that they would, okay? You really felt that they were worth the wait. You thought they were going to come through. And I feel after much, soul searching, self reflection, alone time that's here, you have finally reached that conclusion that you are recognizing, you are realizing that your own emotional fulfillment is at stake here, okay? And that this divine emperor of yours is not going to be able to give you what it is that you need. We're starting off here in the center energy with this Ten of Pentacles, and what I'm feeling from that, the Ten of Pentacles. This is a card that represents long term. This represents longevity for me whenever I look at the Ten of Pentacles. these coins that you're looking at, it represents different buckets in your life. Okay. And it's sort of that happiness ever after, not just emotionally, but in all areas of your life. This could represent that happy family feeling. And what I'm feeling here is that you are finally, you've been struggling. You've been struggling with your intuition. And I do feel that is why this High Priestess is on its side as the cross card, and why she's coming through sort of as an obstacle for you right now. This High Priestess is all about speaking your truth. Okay, that's why she wears blue. Uh, that's why she's so smart. She's so powerful and all-knowing. She has this intuition wrapped around her little finger. She knows it, okay? And that's because of her ability to balance herself and keep one foot in this material world and one foot beyond, which can be very difficult. So I do feel for you that it's been a struggle, that you're continuing to move forward. All right, with this Chariot energy here, it's this beautiful energy of making that decision to move forward and move on. All right. And realizing that you have the reins here. You have the reins when it comes to your life. All right. Only you. And even though I feel like, this Emperor here has shaken you in ways that no one else has been able to. It's been a whirlwind for you is the easiest way to try to explain the emotions that you're feeling. I mean, what I'm feeling is that you've felt so torn up for some time now. And finally, you're recognizing, your intuition, you're starting to hear it because you're recognizing you haven't been in balance with yourself. All right. I feel like you've let yourself go in some way, by waiting for this person who, in my opinion, I feel just has not been able to step up and level up in the way that you truly were hoping that they would. Okay. And because of that, your ego, right, has been bruised. And it's about coming to terms and realizing your own emotional fulfillment. This Nine of Cups is coming to that realization that if you want to reach the 10th cup, that happiness ever after, you have to get to the ninth cup of fulfilling yourself. All right. And I feel for you at this time, it's a huge surrender for you. You're coming through as this privileged lady. Okay. And we have number 12 here, which is that energy of the Hanged Man. Okay. And that is all about taking a step back and surrendering and looking at the bigger picture. And I feel that that's finally where you're at when it comes to this twin flame journey that you're on, because I believe the Four of Wands here is for a reason, coupled here with this Emperor. You truly feel that, and you were hopeful and very, you wanted this union with your person, and you were hoping for it so much in this lifetime. And that is what the star here is. But there's a difference. What I'm feeling with the star is the energy starting to shift, because there's a difference between expectation. You may have heard me say this before, expectation and hope. Expectation is expecting something to occur and it not happening, and really being hurt and highly disappointed in yourself and in others because of the situation. Hope for me is more, and it is my name, so I feel that there's a more optimistic level here. It is about believing and hoping and knowing that if things are truly meant to be, and when they are meant to be, they will happen. And that's even coming to terms with whether it's this lifetime or the next. And I feel that that is very difficult. It's very difficult to grasp. This high priestess that's all knowing, with this powerful energy, it's not just because it comes so easily. This woman worked hard to be able to stand in this level of balance and be able to keep that one foot in this material world and beyond. I feel that that's very difficult. And when we are navigating through this journey, that's a lot of the lesson that we're learning. And you may have heard me say on several different occasions that when you go through a spiritual awakening or a soul awakening, and you feel that it's, caused by another person, which I feel happens so often because that is the way the universe gets in touch with us. It's sort of like this whirlwind, right? It is this tower moment that's here. It is overwhelming. It is, feelings just feel so grand on such a large level because that's the communication. Like that is the nudge that the universe is trying to give us. And then what happens is after you sit in that energy for so long, you learn that you have to balance yourself, right? Because you have to bring yourself back and not forget about this material world. And I feel that for those of you that are watching this reading today and connecting with what I have to say, it is because you're finally in that part of your journey where you realize how much balance is required. There's all different stages of this journey. And the very beginning is, the whole journey itself to me is mind blowing in ways. But, one way I like to explain it or describe it is, for me at least, when I first went through my awakening, I was so overtaken by the spiritual part of it, and the energy and how to deal with all that because, I never opened myself to dealing with energetic connections, how energy just surrounds us in general. I always had that sense. So for me, spiritually, I had such a rapid, fast growth. And then all of a sudden, it's like, boom, it almost plateaus for you because now it's like I was going, and then sort of like you have to stop and readjust. And I feel that that's exactly what's going on with whoever I'm connecting with. You're in that moment of readjusting, surrendering, realizing what you need to do, and I think that's a step up because I think you're realizing, as this privileged lady, that's giving you the eyes to see yourself for who you are and really work and believe in your self-esteem and your self-worth and who you deserve and what you are meant to what you're meant to experience, right? With creating healthy boundaries, because I feel when a connection like this first, occurs, it's just so overwhelming. It's so intense that a lot of times you let go of your boundaries and what you need to keep in check, and you may allow this emperor to run the show, So again, it is a balance for you to bring yourself back in and realize that here, as this privileged lady, this is reminding you, you are the divine feminine in this connection. And how you feel and you move forward is just as important as this emperor. And even though he's not able to come through for you at this time, which I do feel, has been painful, it's painful realizing when you and your person, your specific person, are just not on the same level, on the same journey. It's very difficult to accept that. And I feel that this reading is finally, bringing in those energies that whoever I'm connecting with, you're finally in that place where you are accepting that. And yet, Three of Cups is still here. So I feel, again, like this is where we're switching from hope, from expectations, right? And I see the future energies like, yes, you would love to reunite, all right? You would love to have this union, okay, and celebrate this connection in the future. But again, it's you sort of raising your energy, right? Raising your frequency into healing because the star represents healing. And then it continues to represent that hope for the future. So the inspiration is still here. The inspiration, realizing that the connection is still inspiring, even though it's not working out as you intended. It's still very inspiring. And that's a beautiful energy to realize when you reach that point, okay, of this journey. So let's see what else I can get. I will pull some other oracle cards and see what's going on here, what we need to know, what we should focus on. Let's look at energy oracle, and see what comes out. What else, Spirit, in regards to who I'm connecting with here? In reference to this physical and spiritual journey that this person is struggling with. Goblins. Wow. Number 5. That's interesting. Like there's a dark side here. There's a shadow. Um, and this could be just the reminder, 5 is all about chaos. It's about conflict. We have this tower moment here. All right, which is a shakeup for you. What it could actually be, what I'm feeling is this Goblins card. You can finally be coming out of a dark night of the soul. This connection could have triggered, it always triggers a dark side within your divine masculine and within the divine feminine. And it's dealing with the shadows that perhaps you've put off, these goblins that have been hiding. And again, as you're working through that and you're healing yourself, you are taking that step back. You are looking at this connection and what it means, and how it means much more than what you originally thought of just physically coming together, and having a relationship. It's more than that. This is bigger than that, all right? And it's coming to that realization. Okay, let's see. How about wisdom of the oracle? Wow. Look at this. Here and now. Okay, number 32. And it does reduce to 5. So here's the 5 again. The fives, talking about perhaps all the conflict that you're finally, it's the energy of that phoenix rising from the ashes is what's coming through. And this is to remind you of the here and now, this present moment, right now, not what's been. Okay, and not what may happen in the future, but where you are right now. And it's opening those doors so that you are open to the present moment of learning and, taking in the abundance of where you are right now by being grateful, by having gratitude, and feeling blessed for this experience, this journey that you are embarking on. All right. So, with that being said, let's my favorite puppies out here and see. This is Divine Dog, and see what kind of what we need, whoever I'm connecting with, what you need to sort of focus on, what is needed for you at this time. Anything additional in regards to this connection, Spirit? I just want to see, did I look at the bottom of the deck here? Ah, strength. Okay, I just wanted to see what the bottom of the deck was calling towards me, and we have that Leo energy. It's strength. It's realizing, having the courage, um, you know, being bold, being courageous, and having the courage in regards to your heart and your emotions and how you feel, and being able to move through this situation with grace, okay, with dignity, without rage, without anger, without bitterness or resentment. So let's see here. Choice. Get off the fence, and that's where you're headed, right? You're finally getting off that fence. Again, in the beginning, I said it's almost like, when you have that feeling of the Two of Swords where your head is sort of buried in the sand and there's indecision. And I feel like you were waiting and waiting for this person, and you're finally getting off that fence now. All right. You're looking at both sides of the situation, spiritually and materially, and you're recognizing that in this world, this 3D material world right now, this person cannot come through for you the way that you hoped. What else? Action. Seize the day. Yes, seize the day for yourself. You are taking action now. You are ready. You are ready for that fresh new start. You're surrendering. And I feel like the mask is coming off for you. All right. In the fact that you are seeing the truth and now you are speaking it in however way, in whatever way that means to you. Look, awakening, eyes wide open. My goodness, right? So couldn't be any more clear that yes, your eyes are wide open at this point. And look, at this point in time here now, because of this, it's time to show your creativity. So however you're ready to do that with the star card, that beautiful yellow star, that shining star that I feel that your person sees you as, and how you see your person as that star. Now it's that time to take that energy of creativity and play your own song, all right? And create something for yourself that is going to push you and move you in the direction of seizing the day, taking action, and becoming the best person that you can be. All right? So I'm going to close out. I'm going to close out here with a card, Power of the Surrender, and see what it is that you need to surrender with, surrender to, not surrender with, surrender to at this time. Look at that. I feel it couldn't be more like of a perfect ending. Surrender to your soul's path, and that's exactly what you're doing. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. All right. Wow, my chariots. I feel like this is a powerful moment and a powerful reading. On the bottom of the deck, we also have surrender to wonder and awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense that awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. So there you go, My chariots, I hope this reading resonated with someone. If it did, please let me know in the comments. I'm always curious for the collective reading that I do, who I connect with. And I will see you, listen, I'll see you at the next pick a card reading that I upload. And we'll connect again soon. Okay? Bye.